Welcome to SciTech Info channel, my dear students. In this tutorial, we'll be discussing a problem based on the following concepts, that is mass ratio, Avogadro's volume, mole concept, molarity, and normality. Let us see one by one. Mass ratio. Mass ratio means, let us consider this problem. A solution of H2O2 is labeled 10 volume H2O2. Its normality as a reducing agent is dash and its molarity is dash. So we have to find out normality and molarity based on the given label, that is 10 volume. So what does it indicate? So let us first analyze that one. When we take H2O2, it undergoes a decomposition. H2O2. This becomes H2O and O2. So let us balance this equation. We can put half here so that it becomes H2O2. There are two hydrogen, there are one oxygen on the left side, and we have got 1 and half into O2, that is 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. But we need a balanced equation and it should be stoichiometric, that is well proportioned. So in that case, we can multiply the entire equation by 2 so that you can remove the ratios, any fraction. So you have 2H2O2 gives 2H2O plus O2. Here, this is the balanced equation or balanced reaction. So first indicate the number of moles involved in this reaction. You can call it mole, that is ratio also. So the number of moles involved here is 2 moles of H2O2. That can give 2 moles of water and 1 mole of oxygen. Now let us consider the molecular weight. That is, the molecular weight of H2O2 is 34 because hydrogen 1, so 2 into 1, 2, and oxygen 16, so 16 into 2, 32, plus 2, 34. So this is mole and this is gram per mole. So likewise for all. And what about this? For H2O, 16 plus 2, 18 gram per mole, and for oxygen 32. Now let us work out the theoretical weight, that is WT, that is nothing but 68 gram, and mole inverse, they get cancelled. So we have weight in 68 as 68 gram. And what about this? This is 36 gram and this one is 32 grams. Okay, now we need to find out the mass ratio. Probably, that is, sometimes given mass will be there. Let us indicate this by Wg, that is the given mass or given weight. Let me put X, and we do not know, and we want to calculate this one also. Okay, but our entire focus is on this one. Anyway, let me explain about this also. Let me put X1, X2, X3. So according to mass ratio, the ratio of the respective mass, that is weight given divided by weight theoretical, will be constant in all these cases. Let me put like this: weight given divided by weight theoretical, that is equal to, what about this? X1 divided by 68 gram. X1 gram divided by 68 gram, that is X1 divided by 68, that is equal to X2 divided by how much? 36, that is equal to X3 divided by 32. It means the weight ratio between the given and the theoretical of H2O2, water and oxygen will be constant. And you know very well, the weight given divided by theoretical weight, that can be equated in terms of volume also. For example, because it is not given in weight, it is given as for instance, that is H2O2 labeled as a 10 volume of H2O2. So in this case, let us talk about the Avogadro's volume also. So what do you mean by Avogadro's volume? That is, Avogadro's volume is nothing but 22.4 liter per mole, okay, at standard STP. So per mole, it means 1 mole of this compound or any compound contains or occupies 22.4 liter volume. So from this we can calculate, because it is given as volume. So in that case, now 22.4 liter, that is the Avogadro's volume, and what is given volume, we can put Vg. So Vg is 10 liter. Okay, so from this we can calculate the mole or the weight, right? So we can let me introduce this. I have rewritten here, H2O2 gives H2O, and we have arrived at the balanced equation here. Okay, balanced equation. Then 2 moles, just we write the number of moles of each molecule, each reactant and product. So 2 mole, that is molar coefficient of H2O2 is 2, and here 2 moles of water, here 1 mole of water. Then we have written the molecular mass, and then I have just multiplied this by m into W2, because we already know number of mole is equal to weight by molecular weight. So if you want to know W, you can multiply n and m, capital M. So that's what I have done. So n into m, that has given this Wt, that is theoretical weight. So according to this theoretical practice, we are able to get 68 gram, 36 gram, 32 gram. Now we have Va, that is Avogadro's volume, 22.4 liter. That is the Avogadro's volume, and the given volume is that is Vg, that is nothing but 10 liter in this case. That is, they call it 10 volume. Okay, so we know already the ratio between this given volume and Avogadro's volume is equal to the given weight divided by the theoretical weight. Okay, because according to this aspect is called mass ratio. Mass ratios. So you have to remember this concept. So based on this, now Vg is 10 liter, Va is 22.4 liter, and theoretical weight is 68 gram. I hope now you should be able to understand how we get this 68 gram, which is nothing but 2 into 34, that is 68 gram of what? This hydrogen peroxide is capable of giving 1 mole of water. So based on that, 1 mole of oxygen. So based on that we have worked out. Then Wg can be calculated based on this, because we have got already. So Vg is given, Va is given, and theoretical weight we already know. From this we can calculate Wg. So Wg is equal to, we can bring this Wt here. So Vg divided by Va into Wt. Do you agree with me? Right. From that we can get 10, because 10 volume, 10 liter divided by 22.4 into 68, that is 680 divided by 22.4 liter. So that gives how much? 30.36 gram of H2O2, and that is nothing but the weight. Here I represented as 2, weight 2, because 2 represents solute, 1 represents solvent. So we can represent the weight of the solute. In this case, hydrogen peroxide is the solute. So m is equal to weight of the solute divided by molar mass of the solute into 1 by V, that is given in liter. Therefore 30.36 divided by, what is the molar mass of that is H2O2? The molar mass of H2O2 is nothing but 34. So we have taken 34 as molar mass, 34 into 1 divided by 1 liter, because per liter we are finding out, and based on that we are able to get 0.893 mole per liter. And you should know something about the valency factor. because we have got the equation relating normality and the molarity. So normality is equal to molarity into valency factor. Okay, so that is equal to 0.893, that is the molarity we have got, into 2, so that you are able to get 1.786. so m is equal to this much and n is equal to, this is the answer. But you should know how to get this E as 2. So for which you go to this equation, it is given as reduction of H2O2 as reducing agent or oxidation. Reducing agent means it undergoes oxidation, is it not? So in that case, now it has gone, reducing agent means it has gone, undergone oxidation, that is de-electronation. So -1 has become 0. Here in oxidation state for neutral molecule of oxygen is 0. In this case, for hydrogen peroxide, oxidation state of oxygen is -1. In the case of water, it is -2, but in the case of H2O2, it is -1, but it involves a 2 electron, 2 oxygen. So we have to multiply by 2. So 2 electron. So it is the 2 electron transfer. That is, this oxygen as given out, that is de-electronated to undergo oxidation, so that you are able to get 0. Do you understand? And that is why E is equal to 2. Okay, the valency factor. So that valency factor has been brought here, so that we are just multiplying by 2. So this is nothing but the valency factor. Okay, I hope this problem may look very simple, but it involves mass ratio, Avogadro's volume, mole concept, molarity, normality. So you should be aware of all these concepts, and this is asked in this question involving these all concepts. Okay, right. Thank you very much for watching this video.